set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
It's the AKAPAD Film Buff Podcast where we're going crazy for Wizard of Oz. We're going crazy for Wicked. So bear with me. If you don't like Wizard of Oz, it's a good thing for you because we do 2 drops a day. And we've been rock and rolling with 2 drops a day for quite some time now. So please forgive me. But I believe interpretations, especially interpretations of the Wizard of Oz, are important because the concepts and the ideas are so broad. But then through that MGM musical, the classic musical, one of the greatest films of all time, we know like what the beats, we know what the rhythm is. And if you want it, I guess let's just get right into it. But guys, get yourself a nice cold bowl of cereal. A couple of nights ago, I was eating the Demigorgon Stranger Things cereal that's waffle flavored. Ate almost the entire box in one sitting. Incredible product. I think the artwork for the box could be a little bit better. Come on, guys. But it's the weekend, and you guys know we do animation, we do cartoons this weekend. So the Tom and Jerry Wizard of Oz 2011, this was originally queued up for Wicked Part 1. Wicked Part 2 is about 7 to 10 days out, and it's all over. I mean, every time I log into my Amazon TV, I see an advertisement for Wicked. I live in Philly, Comcast Universal corporate headquarters. You think Wicked would be everywhere around the corporate headquarters, but it's not. It's actually on the backside of one of the buildings facing a Wawa, which, I mean, I guess that's intelligent advertising, but they're just advertising to themselves because everyone from the corporate office goes across the street to the Wawa. So they're all... Anyway, so I was excited to watch this because I thought I had seen it. I thought that I've done a review on it. So I went back to research the Wizard of Oz episodes we did around Wicked last year, around Thanksflicking and all of it, and there wasn't much. I thought I even discussed Return to Oz, the live action sequel from Walt Disney. Did not, in fact. So you're going to get an onslaught. I guess a little bit of today's episode is a preview of that. We're going to discuss Tin Man, which is a Sci-Fi Channel 3-episode series. We're going to discuss Emerald City. We're going to discuss Return to Oz. We're going to discuss potentially The Wiz. We have another animated feature, The Wizard of Oz. I believe it's Wizards of Oz. There's even a Russian movie trailer that looks phenomenal called Oz and the Wizards. I'm getting all of these Wizard of Oz titles mixed up, aka Pirates. But I would even like to discuss that trailer with you guys. Again, to keep you a little bit more informed, to keep you in the mix, to keep you up to date, because that's just the way we roll here, guys. We like the info. So finally, I get to watch Tom and Jerry Wizard of Oz. Finally. Look, if you want to know how good this is, they've done a couple. They've done like Tom and Jerry, Robin Hood, and this was a little bit of a theme for these characters in the early 2000s and 2010s, following what Walt Disney created with the animation home video market. And Scooby-Doo followed suit too. There's Scooby-Doo and Kiss. That is really good, by the way. But it's like you get these characters and you mash them up with things. This is still evident and prominent today. The problem is that sometimes when you do it with serious franchises like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers, Masters of the Universe, and you do too many mashups, and we're seeing it now with the Turtles. It just dilutes the brand, makes it disconnected, makes it a little bit too much like a Twinkie. Just you see the product. But it's very different when we do that with Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, because they're they're very comedic. They're high comedy. It would be no different than Austin Powers having a 10-year run of crossing over with every single possible franchise. we would be all for Austin because we already know we don't take Austin or Austin Powers like seriously. But this is the only one of this batch that got a follow up. It got a sequel. Now, I haven't fully researched every single release of the Tom and Jerry mashups. I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments otherwise. But I was very excited to see this because just the curiosity of it. What are we doing? Like, how are we breaching this? We have Tom and Jerry. How did they get to Oz? What's the deal? What do they know Dorothy? Is Toto going to be in it? Do they walk the yellow brick road? Are they just going to be up to other things? And it's all of that. But we open this animated feature. It's roughly 56 minutes. Maybe it's 58. Fact check me on that too, guys. With the MGM title card, music, font, this looks like it's a piece that can be paired with the original Masterpiece musical. And then we get Over the Rainbow. We get a little bit of the Wizard of Oz overture. In our end credits, the If I Only Had a Brain, it's just awesome. Now, I have to go back to listen to this. Because I guess, like, it's I only had a brain, and then the lines like if I only had courage, and the Tin Man is if I only had a heart. I don't know if they added that or if that's the original song. So there's a lot of the Oz lore and knowledge just from a film production standpoint, from an audience standpoint, that I still don't know. So there is a lot to learn here, even for me, aka Padders. And what we get here that I thought was very impressive. Tom and Jerry are farm animals. They get
Roll sound. Rolling.
Sound production,
let
take
me
2.
cut in. Sorry, aka Padders. I know it's such a hot, passionate episode, but I'm breaking the flow real quick just to remind you guys. If you want to support me, one of the best, easiest, and free ways to do it, leave a comment. Give me a like. I know there's someone out there that you know that loves film as much as I do, that love the film industry as much as I. Show this to them. Comments, likes, and reviews, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. We need to increase our reach, and to do that requires your involvement in everything that I do. We're linked. We're forever bound. You're the membrane. I'm the muscle. So guys, let's just do it. One review. Do you have it in you? Okay, back to the show. They get thrown into Oz. And then once they're in Oz and they get to the witch's castle, it literally is maybe like 30 minutes of every single Tom and Jerry gag around Wizard of Oz characters or looking characters. Like Dopey's in this, and he's one of the guards. So we get all of that, and it makes you really appreciate how funny and wild those gags are. This is where, we get this, like, we're running from someone, we blockade the door, we turn around, that person's right there. We have that screech. They unblock the door, they run out next and onward to the next gag. This type of rhythm is really mesmerizing. I thought for what this was, I thought they nailed it. Now, going back, if this is an hour and you're buying it on DVD, are you spending 20, 25, 30 bucks for it? Potentially. The price point of entry is maybe my biggest criticism. I would say this would be perfect as a rental. This would be perfect as a $10 purchase or a bundled purchase, meaning, you buy 3, you get 1 free or something like that. The character design, I think for Scarecrow, I think especially for Tin Man, everyone just has fun with Tin Man. For the Lion, love it. Toto, love it. The Wicked Witch, absolutely fantastic, incredible character design. And Dorothy kind of has these blue eyes, and some might call them dead eyes. Dead eyes are very, during this time, they're everywhere. They're in a lot of special effects, or in a lot of CG characters. But Dead Eyes is just, it's literally what it sounds like. They're the rendering of the eyes. Now, the rendering through the computer process or the rendering through the artistic decisions, both, it can make a character appear dead. Dorothy has dead eyes in this, but her character design is perfect and dead on. So this is a complete experience, aka Powders. We have all the Tom and Jerry tropes. We have the Tom and Jerry designs that we want. They're introducing the entire world of Oz. When they first get to Oz, it's more, I would say, like, it's more procedural, it's less chaotic. We have the citizens of Oz, and we get a little bit of a Wicked feel where everyone's like in uniform. The design for the floating wizard head, I think, is fantastic, and I think it's a little bit creepy, as it should be. So it hits all of these points, and I love the end credit sequence because it runs through the entire If I Only Had a Brain song with these other additions I mentioned. I wasn't expecting much, but I was highly curious. At the end, I was highly impressed. I think this is a incredible production. So much so, it got a sequel. Like, I love that aspect. So check it out, AKA Powders. It's available. It's on digital. I know it's on Apple Digital. It's on Google Digital. I called it on Amazon. I rented it for, I think it was $3. Well priced. So guys, just be on the lookout. We're doing more Wizard of Oz content. I'm going to try and bring you guys the sequel to this. But we have another Oz animated feature by Arcane. We have Tin Man, the sci-fi miniseries. We have Emerald City. I believe that was Peacock. That was Universal. 10-episode run there before that got canceled. And Hollywood descended on that. The guy that directed The Cell was involved with that series. We have Return to Oz from Disney. We have Muppets, Wizard of Oz. So we have all these different flavors coming in. I'm even going to try and bring you guys The Wiz with, yes, the one great Michael Jackson. So it's going to be a lot of Wizard of Oz. We're still doing the 31 Days of Dread. We're still wrapping up the 31 Days of Dread extended. And then we got Thanks Flicking kicking in Monday of this coming week. And yeah, might be 5 or 6 straight days of Thanks Flicking. So, all right, AKA Powders, I love you guys. Rock and roll.
Okay, that's a wrap.